Hey guys, it's me again. I'm gonna have a special guest with me in this video like I did the last video. This is my son, and today he will be building a computer for you. It's gonna be basically the same computer as what we just built. We just needed another one. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing as I did last time. I am going to be here to help him open boxes, cut things that need cutting. I will step in if something looks like it's getting scary or something is dangerous. I'll stop that and I will jump in for him. If he needs help with anything, he can just ask me and I will help him with that. But for the most part, it will be just him building this computer based off of the videos that he's watched of me building these computers from before. And this time, I actually made sure he watched the video.
Hopefully I remembered all the stuff.
We will soon find out.
Yeah.
Alright. So there's your board. I don't remember what I did with my knife. So I'm just going to rip this box because that's fun.
Ooh, here's a little square ball thing.
Alright, here's your processor.
Processor. Plastic, and it has a triangle somewhere. But you have to look real closely because found it.
Yep. This is your stick of RAM.
Stick of rams.
This goes into the back of the case. We'll need that for later. And this is your SSD.
That.
So,
Then the triangle for that.
do you remember where we started at on this?
We had that thingy that if you put it down, it removes itself or pops off.
Yeah, that's that thing.
This thing. So I just
But
go,
do you remember how to open it? Here, turn it around where you can see what you're doing here. So, you push down on that and pull it to the side.
go to.
There you go. When you pick that up, the whole thing should come up. Just pick this part up
Oh yeah.
and then pick that part up.
This part?
The whole thing.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And that opens this. Now, don't touch any of that because that's where all your pins are at.
So that'll poke me.
Well, you could bend them because they're
Oh.
fragile.
Oh.
Alright, so let me open this for you right quick. Alright, let's see. Just open that up and then look. Your fingers should fit right into here so that you can pull that out, and don't touch any of that on the bottom either, okay? So there's that. And remember,
Triangle has to go with the other triangle.
right,
So this triangle was here. So the triangle for this one was here. Right?
alright, yep.
Yeah.
And what was the other way that I told you could look at it? Remember these little grooves that
Oh
are in
yeah,
here?
the groove things.
They'll match these here as well. Alright, wait a minute. You're sitting it in upside down.
Oh, wait, I send it in like this?
Yes.
Oh,
So find your triangle again.
triangle.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, set it in there very gently and don't drop it. Just set it in. There you go. You going? Okay, it's a little bit crooked.
Oops.
Make sure that it goes in both sides right here.
Mhm.
Need to be inside of the square. So do you see where that little groove is right there? And that little groove right there? Make sure that they fit into those little slots, that they're there. You're good.
Okay.
Now you can pull that down.
Go down.
Remember, that's a little bit hard to do, but it does go down.
There we go. Got
Alright.
that part in.
Now this part here, you have to save this.
Okay.
So we're just gonna put it over here. I'll take it. I'll put it over here.
Okay.
All right. So
Next.
next things next
It
is this
just
part.
Good. Forgot what the thing was called.
This is your SSD.
SSD.
All right. Where does it look like this goes on here?
SSD.
Something there that has a plug that looks like this.
Hmm.
A spot where it would lay down and fit flat.
Flat.
Where does something on here look like that?
Hey, this thing.
That thing?
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you need the screwdriver then to take that off?
Lefty Lucy.
Yep.
This
That's not left.
Oh.
There you go. You said the right thing, but you did the not right one.
And probably out now. Probably gotta go the other way. Lefty, Lucy, and then the righty was the tighty.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you should be able to pick up that whole thing. Now be careful with this one probably didn't get all the way out
And
because it would have came out like that because the screwdriver is magnetic. Now flip that over real quick. Look at the bottom. You see that plastic thing there? That has to come off.
Okay. Yeah. So fun to do that.
Alright. So look at this and see where your notch is in here. And look inside this thing and see where you have a thing there that matches that. And line that up and slide it into place. Just like you seen me doing the thing.
Oh, found it. Just like there.
Did it go all the way in?
Not yet, I think. Is that all the way in?
I don't think so. Look behind you. See that screw hole right there? That's got to be able to match up with that. So if it didn't match up with that, it's not all the way in. That, when it first goes in, put it in at an angle. So lift it up, and there you go.
There.
And now see if it matches their screw hole back there. Does it?
Yep.
Alright, then you can put that back on now. Be careful not to touch that part right there, though. That part makes contact with that. Just like so. Which... There you are. Like so. And that screw right there is going to screw down and hold that into place.
And then righty-tighty.
Mm-hmm. Did you get it?
Think so.
Alright, so your other screw.
There we go.
Alright, so your next thing is this. Where do you reckon that goes at, Bubba?
And one of these four things.
Do you know which one?
The first one. A-B one.
A-B one. What?
You said something about A and B.
Okay, well read your board and see what it says. Right above your thing, there's some stuff up there. What does it tell you to do?
1 M-M-A 1.
You're looking
Wait,
at that
D.
backwards.
Oh.
Here, turn it this way. Look.
Ah.
You got dim A1, dim A2, dim B1, dim B2. Which ones does it tell you to use first?
Dim A2, dim A2, and dim B2. 1, dim B1.
No, dim B2. See?
Oh,
It's pointing at that one and that one.
2 ones.
Okay.
Okay.
So, which one of these is that one? Is it this one
A.
or this one?
A looks like this one.
Okay, well then open up that one on the sides, like that.
Okay. Open.
Okay. Now,
Pick them up. Oh wait, no,
No.
put this in.
yep. Now wait a minute. Look at your stick there. Find where your notch is, and find where the
And
notch
then-
is on the board,
Alright,
and see if you
this-
line it up. Make sure that they go into those two slots.
Oh, 2 slots.
Nope.
Looks
Right there. See?
lined up.
Okay. Slide it in.
Nope. All the way out.
It's not all the way down, because when it goes all the way down, it'll click into place. You can do one side and then the other if you have to. Push it all the way down till it clicks.
Click. Click.
There you go.
Click,
Is
click.
that all the way in?
Yeah, I think so.
There we go. Alright.
Mm.
So,
And then
next thing is this. Let me open this for you. Alright. So here's the grooves on this thing. Do you
Ring
remember which
thing.
ones I used?
you use plastic ones.
Okay. Do you remember where they go in here?
Yeah. And you go in like this with these things on.
Right.
The very
Do you
end.
remember? Not in the very end.
The middle.
The middle one. Yep.
Yeah.
Both sides go in. Push it all the way down. Like that until it snaps into place. There you go.
this one? Oh, here. Damn. Oh. Oops. I went in.
Want to go in the wrong one?
No, I went in the right one and the wrong one. One side went in the right one, the other side went in the wrong one. There we go.
Alright, did you get all of them in? See?
Yeah. Thanks.
Looks good to me. And they're all in all the way. Okay, so line these up with these holes that are here and put it in there. And when you do that, you want to pick this up a little bit so that way, because it needs room for them to come through on the back side because they're going to stick through a little ways.
And then the screws.
Yep. Well, there's no screws. Make sure you line this one up too. And they should go all the way through. Push them all the way through until they snap through. Like that. There you go.
There.
Now, these things here are what go through it, and they push this bottom part apart to hold it in place.
I'm gonna call them screws.
Turn them the right way. If
Yeah.
it doesn't go in, it's because it's in crooked. See how one side of it's kind of flat looking?
Yeah.
So, see how these are kind of more square looking? Put them in the way that they actually fit in there, though, where the square parts go through, and then push them all the way down like that. Okay?
Ah, that's
There you go. Now, that last one.
There we go.
Good job. Looks like you put them all the way through. Yep. Looks good to me.
Yeah.
All right. So, the next thing you want to do, Bubba, is use this to put it across your CPU here. Now, this is thermal paste. This gives you a layer of stuff between your CPU and your cooler to make better contact. So, what I usually do with this, I just draw an X here, go across, and sideways, and then I put dots in between it. So, when you push down on this, that's what lets it out. Don't put like all of it in one corner. So be careful with it, but don't be scared to use it either, because it has to be kind of thick so that way when you set that down, it spreads out. So go for that. Okay, and then dots in the middles. Not all the way out on the edge either. Put it up here in the middle of the thing.
Like right here?
Yeah. Alright, let me see this here. I'll show you what I mean. Like right here. Bigger dot than that. So that way it has plenty to spread out.
Ah.
Because when you set that other thing on it, it's going to smush all of this. And you want it to make sure that every bit of it gets plenty of coverage. Because if not, if it doesn't get coverage, that part will run hotter than the rest of it. And it may cause that one piece, or
To
that one
explode?
side. No, not to explode. Cause it to run hot and make it not run as fast as it should be running.
Ah.
Okay, so, see the way these two fans look differently? That's because that's the way that they're going to push and pull air through here. The fan's spinning this way, right? So see how it's kind of looks like claws, like it's grabbing?
Yeah.
That means it's grabbing air from this side and pushing it that way. See how this one looks the opposite of that? It's because it's grabbing air from the other way and pushing it, pulling it out. So what they're going to do is they're going to both be running the same way, like this. This one's going to be pushing air that way, and this one's going to be pulling it. So the air is going through this way, through this cooler. So, look at your board here. Which side of this board do you think fits towards the back of the case? Which side of this thing looks like it belongs on the back?
I think this side.
You think this side belongs on the back?
Yeah, it has more Wally
So
things.
you think it's going to fit like that?
Oh.
And this is going to be the back?
Yeah. You need a good foundation.
You need a good foundation?
Yeah,
So,
Nana always
where are
says
you
you need
gonna-
good foundations.
So where are you going to plug everything into? If this is sitting just like this, where do you plug everything into?
Those are plug-in things.
No. That's just a heat sink.
Oh.
What are all of these things?
Oh, wait, where were those? Oh, on the bottom. Oops.
Alright, so your thing's going to sit like this in your case. This is going to
Mm.
be the back of your case, and this is going to be the front of your case. There's a fan in here pushing air this way. Alright, so this screwdriver is magnetic. So if you put that on there like so, put it in there. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this one time here.
Okay.
So, look at these here. Whenever you're going in here, you want to make sure that it goes in straight. You don't want it to come in sideways or at a cross thread, and you won't be able to do it. It should go all the way down to the board, flush, very easily without having to put any torque onto it. So here's your screwdriver. Here's you some screw.
Is this one of them?
It's all the ones that look like this. So there's one here,
Oh, and one there.
one there, and there's two more there, and one there, and one on the end. So it's three at the top, three across the middle, and two on the bottom.
Yep.
Screw. Now the ones that are over here close to the edge, those are the hardest ones to get. So if you have trouble with them, let me know and I'll help you with those. Because you want them to go straight into there. Looks like you got that one going straight. You can come in from this side if you need to. You don't have to hold it from the very end if you need to go in like that and do it. Because that part at the end just turns. Screws right here, Bubba.
Oh.
Can you see this? Watch. So if you're doing it like this, you can use this to push down and then turn. Looks like that one's kind of going a little bit crooked, so let's screw it. Yeah, as I said, these ones over here close to the edge are harder to get to, harder to keep straight, because you don't have as full range of motion over here. Once it's started, it's good. I'll do the next one here.
Okay.
See that right there? There's one there as well. This one's not quite as close to the edges, but still kind of close. Alright,
And then these two.
there's one right here also.
Missed that one.
Then,
We got this. That's two. That one's gonna hide behind that big fan thing.
there you go, Bubba. Screw that one in.
Yep.
And the last one goes right there. There you go. You need to get on this side so you can see it better. There you go. There you go. Go the other way.
Oh.
There you go.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So that's
Screws.
that. They're in good and tight. I did this one, but I'm going to double check myself because I don't remember if I did it all the way up or not. These seem to fit fine in here, but sometimes on these boards they don't line up right with this, and so once you start it you have to kind of move it a little bit, so I don't always tighten those screws in all the way, but so far on these cases it's been working out fine, so I'm okay with that. I should have just went ahead and screwed them all the way down. Alright, so you're looking at your thing here.
Yeah.
See, one side has a fan, the other side doesn't. Look at your case here. Which side of this thing looks like it has space for air to come from with your fan? Does this bottom down here with this mesh have a space for air to come through? Or does this solid top piece have a space for air to come through?
No solid top.
Alright, so you want your fan to go down. So you slide that in sideways like that. And then come look back here at the back. And you'll see these screw holes right here will start lining up. That's what these screws are for. which for this we can use this because it's faster.
Yeah.
Pull this out so I can get to it better. Alright, so that's in place now. Now, do you remember what I said about these pieces again?
Yeah.
Where they
Kind
go?
of. They go in the.
Alright, look over here. Do you see how there's holes here
Yeah.
and here? There's 2 holes up here at the top and there's 2 holes down here at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
This is where you poke your cables through to plug them into the different places that they go. So, I have HD audio. Where did we say that one goes?
The one that says HDI.
So, we're going to pull that through that slot because it's going to plug in down there. So, USB 3 looks like this.
That one.
Yep. We're going to go through that spot right there so that it has plug into there. Now, what is this? This is part of our... Okay, let's do this one first. This one is fan. It's going to plug in right here. Yep, you're correct on that. So we'll poke it through that hole. Now, we have 2 of these for our front panel stuff. And they should come in right here like so. And you have your 24 pin here.
24 pin. Whoa. That's probably going to go in that one.
It's going to go in exactly like we did it last time.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Just like the other one.
And then there's this one here. Goes through up there.
The 6 one. 8.
8 pin. So
8.
on these you want to be able to kind of bend them just a little bit because they're going to go and be pulled back out the other side. So I'll show you how to do it on this one because this one's kind of hard to get to. Or at least it's hard for me to get to, I don't know. Probably because I have fat hands. But if I can get in there, there it is. When you're done plugging them in all the way, we just push this back out through that hole there so that it doesn't clutter up the inside with all those extra cables. Okay, so look at this and look at your audio connector there and see what you see there on this thing, how it looked like it needs to go.
Needs to go in. Just like this.
Okay, so plug that one in back there.
There we go. Does it have to click?
No, it don't click, but you have to look at it because this thing has 2 rows of pins and it has to be plugged into the right ones. Okay. So, these parts here, remember what I said about this?
Nope.
Read this part. You got power, HDD, power switch, reset switch. So, you got power LED here. You have,
Reset.
here's HDD LED. So these 2 kind of go together over here on this end, like so. So let's start with the ones that are on the bottom, I guess.
Reset.
So HDD goes into the first set there on the bottom, and then reset goes into the one next to it. Like so. And then the same thing happens with this. You got power first, power LED first, rather, and then power switch right next to it. And my fat fingers just unplugged that other one. Once those are all plugged in, we can push these cords back out the back as well. Like so. on this part right here. See how those are? Where I said to make sure that they go underneath. This is facing the wrong way anyway, so I gotta turn it. Now, what you can do is you can plug this one right here in first, because once you plug the other one in on top of that, it's automatically gonna be over it.
Oh, I thought you had to make them connected first. That's why I didn't do it with the other time.
That's okay. It's just little tricks you pick up whenever you do it a bunch of times. You kind of start noticing things that you can be like, oh, okay, I can take a shortcut here.
Huh.
Now, see how this has a notch on the top?
Uh-huh.
And see how this
Has a little
has
hole.
there you go.
Put it that way.
That's the way that it fits in. And this one fits pretty tight. And these cords right here can be hard to work with because they're thick cords. But once you get them into place, they're pretty good. They're good to go. Alright, that one can go through there. And see how there's not very many cables over here in the way?
Yeah.
And anywhere? That's kind of how you clean that end up.
Cool.
Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to do it the same as we did with Peanuts. We're actually going to put the monitor up here so that you can see what the screen looks like whenever it goes through all of those tests. So assuming that we hooked everything up correctly, as it should have been, pushing this button here should turn everything on.
Yeah.
Just like that. Fans came on, the back fan did not, because we did not plug it in. So when we turn this off, we have to remember to plug that fan in.
Okay.
Alright, so we come up to the BIOS screen here, because we don't have anything installed on here. There's no operating system. Windows is not on this computer right now. So that's what this is for. We can put that on there in just a minute. But it looks like everything turned out good for you.
Yeah.
Yours booted up just the same as Penelope's did.
4.10 GHz.
4.1 gigahertz. So everything turned out fine for yours.
Yeah.
And yours is good to go. All I gotta do is install Windows on it and bring it to some people.
Yeah.
So you did a good job putting this computer together, Bubba. Give me 5.
Yay.
What'd you think of that?
It was fun.
It's fun? That's something you like doing now?
Yeah.
Alright. So, alrighty then. You heard it here first. Building a computer is so easy.
It's
Even a kid can do it. And it's fun.
Ha ha ha.
So, we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching us do this and sticking around to the end. If you like what you see here, make sure you give us that thumbs up. If you have any comments or dislikes, let us know in the comment section down below. We're going to catch you guys in the next video.
Goodbye.
Y'all take care.